Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Friday, January the 24th, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out and give different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome, great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Now, if you are wondering why I have a little bit more score going on than you, if you take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen, I have a 25% boost going on right now. And that is right off the Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages. A 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. You can claim that yourself if you're a Fallout First member, or if you pay the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. I forgot to make mention of it yesterday. We do have the Treasure Hunter Mole Miners here in the Wasteland. This started yesterday, January the 23rd, and they'll be around right up to Monday, January the 27th, 2025. So you can go around and look for your treasure hunter mole miners. Just don't forget to pick up the type of treasure hunter pail on them. Just take that pail, and they usually have a legendary item on them, so don't forget that as well. But the pails are the most important. I do have videos on my channel that I made just last year in 2024, and I give you lots of options in that video where you can find them. And it's all time stamped, and you can even craft your very own treasure hunter mole miner pails, very similar to how you can craft festive gifts by going to the vendor and buying the empty boxes, and then going to your tinker's workbench and crafting your own mole miner pails. And I also have a video on that as well, and you can check that out. All right, let's take a look at this one here first. Drink tea 1. Now we do have a camp resource that will give us tea here in the game. This bad boy right here, the company tea machine, and we got this right off the season 15 scoreboard, the very last scoreboard we got, and it was available for everyone. Now it is very valuable to have at your camp. I have one in all my camps actually. Since then they have came out with different variations for this tea machine, but they are just basically reskins of this one here. Of course, you can open up your build menu and you'll find it under your resource tab. Now I realize not everyone's going to have a company tea machine that will produce, 5 company tea passively while you play the game. However, we can craft tea here in the game. So let's go up to our cooking station here real quick. So if we go to our cooking station here, we go craft. And if we go under all drinks, we go under the S section. So we do have simple tea recipes here. The one I usually like to kind of show off is this simple bloodleaf tea, and it's a simple recipe you automatically learn as soon as you pick up a bloodleaf. Okay, so if you're a brand new player, you don't have simple bloodleaf tea, etc., you just go to most water areas, especially down through the flatwoods between the Flatwood Tavern and way up by the Wayward. You'll find all kinds of bloodleaves in that little river. As soon as you pick up that one bloodleaf, you'll learn simple bloodleaf tea, and your character will always know that recipe. All right. And again, as I mentioned, you'll find bloodleaves very in a lot of places. Most regions will have bloodleaves, and again, they'll be all around the water section areas. Okay, and probably one of the best spots, doesn't matter what level you are, is right in between the Wayward and good old Flatwoods. Let's go right to Flatwoods here. Now, of course, tea will have a condition bar on it when you craft it. So if you have a cooler or a refrigerator or a freezer, it will definitely reduce that spoilage rate. So you can even make some of these in advance if you so wish and have them around. But here's this little river here right behind, as I mentioned. As you can see, there's all kinds of bloodleaves here. And there's a perk card that will help you out. It's under perception. Green thumb. When you reap twice as much when harvesting flora, and instead of 1, you'll pick up 2. Okay, so that perk card, even if you're a carnivore, herbivore, whatever, it will definitely help you, and the card is not a card that you throw out. You always hang on to that card. Now, you don't have to have it equipped like I do. Again, you can have something else in this place, but definitely don't scrap. Alright, so as soon as your character picked up that blood leaf, just like what I did right there, your character will learn simple blood leaf tea. So let's head back here. And we're going to run down here. There's a couple of cooking stations down here. Now, you can go to any cooking station on the map, other train stations, other players' camps, what have you. But these are just nice and conveniently placed right down here. Let's go craft. Go all drinks. There we go. Simple blood leaf tea. Let's go ahead and craft them here. Okay. Right. And then all you do is just open up. Go to either your new section or your food and drink section. Let's go ahead and drink our simple blood leaf tea we just made here. Done. Drink a tea 1 for 1. Now, I find sometimes we can find tea already made in and around the picnic table area of Lewisburg. And you can even try other players' vendors or even the NPC vendors at train stations. Because some people will sell their tea to NPC vendors for some extra caps. So just an FYI. Other ways to do it, but you might as well just craft it on your own because it's very easy to do. All right, let's head back to our camp here real quick. I can remember where it's at, right down here. And we'll take a look at the next daily. Love Flatwoods. Even now with my higher level character, just love walking through here. It's a nice, pleasant little town. All right. All right, let's see what's next here. Drink Nuka-Grape 2. So again, there is one natural spawn for Nuka-Grape. And it is right up here in Morgantown and Fraternity Row. Right here. At the Etta Sai house. It's the one with the blue door. Now, before we leave here, we will take a look at this Nuka-Cola Collectron station. You hear me talk about them quite often here on the channel. Now, this is the OG one we got a long time ago in Season 4, Season 5. And as you can see, he will passively collect different types of Nuka-Cola products while you play the game. Look at that, he get 2 Nuka-Cola Grape on him, which is pretty awesome. And again, when he goes on sale, usually goes on sale maybe once or twice a year, usually by himself for 250 or 500 atoms. And when he goes on sale, literally everyone goes out of their way to buy this guy. Like, it's totally 100% worth it. I don't think there's a person out there that'll say that it's not worth it. I would be shocked. But anywho, very worth it, this guy. There's a different variation of this one, of course. If we open up our build menu, we go down here to the resource tab. Right down here. And it's this guy right here. So this quantum version, we got this one back in Season 11 when Nuka World on Tour first came out. Now, on top of Nuka-Cola products and the odd bottle, like the OG one will collect, he will also collect maybe purified water and nuclear waste. Alright, so just an FYI. But again, totally worth it to have. This guy here will also collect a little bit more twist and quantum than the OG one will. Alright, so just an FYI. And when he goes on sale, again, usually once or twice a year, not very often at all, but he's usually bundled with something. Alright. Now we can buy this, I believe it's this one here, from Samuel down in Foundation for 1,250 gold bullion, but you must have a cautious reputation with the settlers, okay? Now I have these Nuka-Cola Collectrons in every single one of my camps, okay? So I usually don't have an issue at all finding any type of Nuka-Cola product for free, okay? But again, as I mentioned, there is a natural spawn, just one natural spawn for Nuka-Cola Grape. And again, it's right up here in Morgantown and Fraternity Row. So let's go ahead and pop up here. All right. We're going to head up the hill here. And again, it's the Etta Sai house. It's the one with the blue door. Of course, it's the house with the Nuka-Cola bedroom downstairs. We're going to blow by these ghouls here. We're not going to bother with them. This one right here. Go right inside. I don't find the ghouls usually follow us in here, so just in case anyone had that question. Let's go in here. Employees only. Let's open the door. Nuka-Grape this time. Yep, right on. Perfect. So we were here just the other day, and I always tell people there's a couple things that can happen here amongst other areas here in the game. Okay, so personally, my experience there, I usually play on private servers. Okay, and I don't usually pick this stuff up because I always try to use it for the next time for my videos. Okay, so if I were to pick this up right now, I would have to reset my game because everyone has a limit. But I have to pick up 250, 255 items for this to come back. Okay. Another thing that can happen is that it just won't spawn in, because there has been times again where I don't even pick this stuff up, and it's been like, I would say, weeks or even a month since we had, you know, pick up a grape or pick up an orange, and I know I've reset my game since then, and it just won't spawn in for me, and I'm on a private server. And another thing that can happen is that this is a very popular house, and if you are on public servers with other people, okay, these are usually cleaned right out. Okay, so just an FYI, this is a natural spawn, but if you ever come here and it's not here, I would say give it maybe 3 server hops, but I wouldn't waste any more time on it. All right, I would just buy them at the end of the day. So you don't have a Nuka-Cola Collectron, you don't have the Nuka-Cola Quantum one, you can't find it here to save your life after 3 server hops, I would say just buy it at the end of the day. Just save yourself a whole lot of time. And let's go right down here to the white spring. We're going to go right to the front door, this icon right here. So let's go ahead and go right inside here. Now this is the same little spiel that I always tell people. We're here to see bubbles. We're going to take a right up the stairs. We're going to go to the tavern, go to the medical bay, go to the big wide open area where the responders are. We're going to take a left. We have Giuseppe that trades things in here for stamps. We have good old bubbles right here. Let's go ahead and go trade. And there's Nuka-Grape for 33 caps right here. Now we are going to buy this. And the reason why I buy it is just to show you how the inventory of bubbles is not tied into the inventory of the vending machines. But both bubbles and the vending machines, you can server hop literally all day long, even if you are on public servers, and they will have this full complements of inventory. And as long as you have the caps, you just buy that up. Okay, so there's bubbles there, and again, free fast travel once when you discover right here at the front door. The other one is right down here at the Nuka World on Tour, which is also a free fast travel once when you discover it. So let's pop down here now. Yeah, you can server hop these all day long, and as long as you have the caps, you should be able to satisfy this daily or weekly challenge, whatever you have for these Nuka-Cola products. And that's only if you don't have the Nuka-Cola Collectron. Again, totally worth its weight in gold. Okay, so here are the vending machines here. Let's roll up to it here. Let's go ahead and use. Again, there we go, Nuka-Grape, 33 caps. He's even got a twist on him here today, so that's pretty awesome. Perfect. Alright, and again, you can just server hop this all day long and just fill your boots, server after server after server. Let's go ahead and drink our Nuka-Cola Grape here, or Nuka-Grape. There we go, big Nuka-Grape, 2 for 2, done, just like that. Just like that. Take a look at this one here first. Sell a shotgun to an NPC vendor 1. So a couple ways we can get a shotgun here in the game. We can craft our own shotgun under ranged weapon, or we can find a shotgun. Now, finding a shotgun laying around, I do have a couple of great locations to show you. Now, shotguns off of enemies can be a little bit harder nowadays. Since December 3rd, 2024 update, there has been a significant reduction in weapons and even armor from killing enemies. Okay, and if you're playing the last few weeks here, you probably have noticed that. So there's nothing wrong with your game. It's just something that they changed in the game. All right, so just an FYI. So I'm going to show you a couple great locations where we can find a shotgun here in game for free. And let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at how to craft one here first. Now, you will need the plans for it, obviously. But let's go to weapons workbench here. Let's go craft. It's not a default plan or anything. You'll have to try to find the plan, either buy it from someone's inventory, buy it from a robot vendor at a train station, what have you. So again, this will be under machined guns and different types of shotguns here, right? We have this cold shoulder, which is like a double barrel shotgun, combat shotgun. What else we got here? Double barrel shotgun, just a regular form. Pump action shotgun, these are the ones you probably see most often. So the enemy with the most type of shotguns I find are mole miners, okay? Mole miners usually have shotguns or missile launchers on them. So Welsh, pretty good spot. Right up here in Monadga. There's a couple mole miners here in Monadga Mine. Tons and tons of mole miners here inside and outside of Blackwater Mine. So go after a couple of mole miners if you want to gain some XP and you get some shotguns. I'm sure you'll find at least one through those guys. Now, to get your free shotgun, a couple of little places there. So we do have the Somerville Dam. So if you go to the upper section of the dam, you'll see that kind of like a little bridge, a little rope bridge that kind of goes from one side of the cavern to the other. And on each side, there'll be a free shotgun on each side. All right, so it's pretty cool. And another pretty decent spot is right here in, Helvetia. Up here, Jimmy. In Helvetia. Right where you spawn in, you go right to the White Church. And you make your way up to the steeple. But before you make that long climb of the little thin staircase there should be a shotgun right there as well. So the last time we had this one, I actually brought you to the Somerville Dam. And we grabbed those two shotguns that were there. Let's go to Helvetia here today, and we'll show you this spot here. And again, if you are short on time and you already have the plan for a shotgun, you can just craft one yourself and then sell it to an NPC vendor that way. Right, so we're going to head right towards the church, which is right down here. Now, Helvetia will have a bunch of scorched around, but we're going to try to bypass them. We will have to kill a couple of scorched, because some of them will be inside the church. Here's our white church right here. Nice. All right. Look at that. There's a pump action shotgun right from this scorch right here, so that's pretty good. Oh, that's 3 for 3 for weapons. That's quite something. We haven't seen that for, well, since the update on December 3rd. But anyway, this shotgun, just to show you where it's at anyway. Just make your way up to this second floor here. We're going to walk down here. And the shotgun will be right here. Now, this shotgun's been here for quite some time. Before Wastelanders, this was, you'll maybe come across very, very old videos, like when the game first was released. And there's people showing off where to find this pump action shotgun. Now, the thing with the shotgun, of course, is I think you got to be at least level 15 to use it, okay? Now that we have our free shotgun, what do we got to do with it? We got to sell it to an NPC vendor. So an NPC vendor is any robot vendor at any train station on the map, okay? Any robot vendor down here at the White Spring Mall. So the north entrance brings us right down to the mall. You can use the front door if you so wish, but it just gives us an additional loading screen to get to the mall area. Right here in good old Flatwoods, we do have the vendor in the White Church that's there. We do have the Duchess up here in the Wayward. We have vendor bought resin over here, Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. And, my camp, your camp, it's visited by traveling merchants, so those are also considered robot vendors, okay? Let's pop over here to the Wayward. We'll sell the shotgun to Duchess. I heard she was looking for one, so let's go ahead and sell it to her. Just joking, by the way. Just trying to make it interesting. All right, let's go ahead here. Let's go to Duchess here. Let's go ahead and go trade. Sell our short pump action shotgun. There we go. Sell shotgun to an NPC vendor. 1 for 1. Done. Perfect. Perfect. What is next? What is next, Jimmy? All right, kill a mole miner 10. All right, we were just talking about that. Look, going after some shotguns. Any great spots we can find mole miners here around the wasteland. Anywhere from 12 to 19, depending on the server that you're on. Right here in good old Monadga. Monadga mine is good for 3 of them. Right, one of the best spots is right here at the Blackwater mine, inside and outside. It's a really good spot. Right down here again in Welsh. Now, if you do come across a little event called Breach and Clear, they'll take part right at these testing sites here, one of these little buildings, okay? And there will be about maybe half a dozen mole rats, but there's all usually mole miners that show up for that bad boy. That is a real good one to do. All right, let's go to Welsh this time. We went to Monadga last time. We'll just spun up here at the Welsh station. Now, if you have a couple of explosives, some Molotov cocktails, some grenades, what have you, and favorite weapon, whatever you want to do. It's not real specific on how we kill these guys. Look at that, we have our treasure hunter mole miner right up there. Now, treasure hunter mole miners aren't real picky on who they hang around with. We can see them around Scorch, ghouls. We can even see them by themselves. And which we've found out during with our low-level character the last time we had these guys. And yeah, these guys aren't picky with who they hang around with, right? It's not like the festive or spooky Scorch where they just hang around with their own kind. These treasure hunter mole miners, we can find them with any other enemy as well, all right? Robots even, all right? Let's take care of this guy. There we go. Some of them are going to come to us here, I think. Let's get that sneaky feeling. I forgot to see if that treasure hunter mole miner counted as a mole miner. Like, I'm sure it would. But you just never know with this game. I've been so shocked more than a few times playing this game with things, but I'll have to take a look back and see if that treasure hunter mole miner actually counted for kill a mole miner. I can't see why not, mind you, but yeah, I just never know. Here's our... Alright, so we have, an Ornate Pail. So the Ornate Pail is the highest quality mole miner pail. That's pretty awesome. A quad missile launcher. Wow. Is that a 1-star? Huh. Interesting. Oh, wow.
Calling all fire breathers. Larkin here. Got a priority alert for you. We picked up another one of them automated survey bird deposits. Those things are great.
You go kill a mole miner 10 for 10. It's that easy. And this place is just filled with mole miners. It's a really good spot.
Unwanted attention. So watch your backs. Good luck. Try not to get killed.
Pick some stuff up here. There we go. Someone had asked me the other day, forget who it was now. It might have been a subscriber or a member, but anyway, when you kill an enemy, I believe the question was asked is, you know how you can take all? Oh, let's take this guy. You know how you can take all, right? If we go nearby corpses, right? We go take all. Yeah, I think the question was, can we take only the ones that we have kind of with the little sight, with a little magnifying glass on? Those are the items that we have kind of chosen unofficially that'll contain requirements or certain junk items that we want. Okay, and the answer to that is no. you have to go through it manually to check it, right? So if you're looking for, you know, copper in this case, see how copper has a little magnifying glass here in my case, okay? Again, there's other things that will have copper here, but it won't let me just pick up those items and items only. I wish there was a way, because we do get so much junk items now from killing enemies, but you just have to go through it manually. When you take all, it literally just takes everything, all right? There's no way to narrow it down, not yet anyway. But it was a fantastic idea. Yeah, a lot of people would be happy if they if they actually came up with that option. All right, what's next here? Oh, look at that, perfect. Complete an event while well fed 1. All right, so a couple stipulations here. Complete an event, and you have to be either well fed or fully fed. Now, if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. It is all time-stamped. I do a couple things in the video. I show you how to spawn in events on your own. Now, you can spawn in events on both types of servers, a private one and a public one. Of course, it's easier to spawn in events on private ones. However, you guys have been following me long enough to know that it is just as easy to spawn in events on public ones. The only thing that makes it hard is that if you happen to get on a server that's a little bit older, okay, you don't know when events were kind of popped up last, like if you're just joining a server that's been around for a while. So there's usually a 30-minute cooldown between events from when they can spawn in next. And sometimes it could be a little difficult depending on how busy the server is. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's easier to spawn them in on private ones, but you can definitely spawn them in on public ones. And of course, we do quite a few events on that video, and it's all timestamped. And you know, we've all been on those servers where there's just literally nothing at all going on, or there's an event that we just don't want to do. Okay, and that's another reason why I made that video. So let's go ahead here. We got Liberator Horde. That's not too bad. Manhunt. What we got going on here? We have Enclave event dropped. Okay. And the one we just joined here by coming in is called Fly Swatter. Now this one, as you can see, top right hand corner of the screen, it is time sensitive, okay, but it's not too bad. I recommend a ranged weapon for this one. It's very easy to do, very easy. But if you have a shotgun or a Tesla rifle or something doesn't maybe that has a long range, okay, you get yourself a ranged weapon to kill this guy, okay? So just an FYI. It'll just make your life a lot easier. All right. And the next stipulation is we have to be well fed or fully fed. Now, if you take a look at your food bar, you know, most of us can really pretty much judge where we're at. But just in case you can't, you go under stat, and then you go under effects. You just scroll down, and you'll see how fed you are. So as you can see, I'm 58%. I'm just fed. So I need to bring it up to, I believe I've seen it as low as 63%, and I was still well fed, but I think that's getting close to the line, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to eat something. What do we got here? Jimmy, let's eat some canned dog food, shall we? And bring that bar up. We're not going to bother touching the drink section, just the food section. All right, and if we go back to our Pip-Boy, go under stats and effects. Now we are fully fed, 97%. Right, just an FYI. And if we eat one more canned dog food, we'll be 100%. It has nothing to do with drink, just the food section. Okay, just an FYI. So again, well fed or fully fed is what we have to be. Okay, let's pop over here and we'll take care of this guy. And again, I recommend a ranged weapon. Come on, baby. Oh, missed it just by a hair. Holy. Let's see if we can get up on this partial roof. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, no, you can't even get him anyway. Okay, so just shoot at him. That's all you do. Done just like that. Nice. Now, of course, the weapon I have is, you know, very powerful, so that's why I only took 3 shots, but the weapon you have may take a little bit longer, so the only thing you really have to look out for, okay, is it will attract other enemies, so just kind of keep that in mind. Did you see that? That was awesome. Huh. Who's shooting at me? All right. Awesome. All right, what's next here? Oh, we got one guy over there. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead, kill Blood Eagle 10. Many great spots we can find Blood Eagles in around the wasteland. Usually this type of icon right here. So in terms of the forest, we do have the crosshair. Twin Pine Cabins. Hunter's Ridge. Shoot him in the face. You have good old Blood Eagle Alley, I like to call it. Starts down here at the Sludge Works. Roland's Labor Camp. Widow's Perch. Killbox. Pigsty. Cliff Watch. South Cutthroat Camp. Seneca Gang Camp, excuse me. There we go. Ammo dump usually only has like one up there. A little bit more of a challenge. We do have Bloody Franks. We have Crimson Prospect down here. Just to name a few other little spots. There's all kinds of options for Blood Eagles, okay? Now seeing how we are down here, let's just pop into, we are going to need 10. So let's go right to Roland's Labor Camp. Should be 10 here. Some of those areas will only have like maybe 5 or 6, right? So that's why I try to give you guys many options. Now again, if you have a couple grenades or your favorite weapon, it's not real specific on how to kill these guys, but yeah, just have a good time. Bring yourself, you know what I mean? We get him right through that window. Got him, nice. Make enough bracket, they'll just come. Oh, there's the old Slayer there. There we go. Nice. Should be one or two more around as well. Let's grab some stuff here. There we go. Nice. Just bring them all to you, and they just come to you, eh? Let's take a carry weight booster. There we go, because we got all kinds of them. A little stim pack while we're here. Now again, there should be one or two more after getting the 10. There's typically anywhere from 11 to 12 will be here. 11. There we go. Lock it load here, Jimmy. What is next? Alright, visit the best build camp 1. So again, we can find best build camps on private servers. We have seen that in the past. Let's take a look here, see if one has spawned in for us. When we are usually looking for one, we of course we can't find one, so we'll probably have the server hop. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to quit this session here. I'm going to spawn into a public one with other people. Now, depending on how old that server is, like if you spawn in on a server and you don't see any best build camps, that server could be fairly new, okay? As compared to other servers that we spawn in, usually there's, you know, maybe a couple best builds around already. Those servers are a little bit older. So just in case you're wondering what's going on, there's nothing wrong with your game. It's just, you know, depending on how old the server is. Alright, let's check this server here and see what we got. Okay, good stuff. There's already one right here. Nice. Let's just quick pop over here. We'll just fast travel. Now, again, if you're short on caps, you can always utilize the free fast travels in game, which of course you have to discover before you can do that. And we just have to visit, I believe. And there we go. Visit the best built camp. 1 for 1 done. Sweet. Just like that. This nice looking little camp right here. Yes, sir. Alright, let's head back to our camp. We'll take a look at the weapon of the day. Let's take a little shortcut here. Alright, so weapon of the day right here. This Western Spirit. As you can see, it is a furious effect. Plus 5% damage after each consecutive hit on the same target, up to plus 45%. Plus 25% damage while aiming. Plus 15% reload speed. Hardened receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long scope suppressor, Western Spirit paint. It does 185 damage and 45 ammo. Now you can get this weapon yourself actually in game by completing one of the events down at Nuka World on Tour. I believe it's called Most Wanted. I've seen people try to sell these in their vendors for about 2,000 to 5,000 caps before, and I'm thinking like, what? But you can get this this weapon as is by completing that event. Okay, what makes this one very unique as compared to most lever actions? We cannot get a magazine mod for this weapon for a lever action. However, if you get your hands on this Western Spirit, it does have 7 capacity. Other lever actions will have 6, and that's all it'll ever be. Okay. So the extra ammo definitely does count in time, so just an FYI. Now, it is a single action, so if we go to our Pip-Boy, then our perk cards here, excuse me. Under Perception, we have Rifleman, Expert Rifleman, Master Rifleman, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, these random luck cards here, and you guys see those popping in when they're luckily being drawn there. These are the legendary perk cards. These don't change for me. They all stay the same. Pretty happy with them. And they are all maxed out. Yeah, alright, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day. I think we have a visitor.